Welcome, guys, to a new episode of Rich and Rich FC. I'm your host, Rich, with my guy, Rich. We're back again with the new episode. Rich, how's it going? How's your week?
So a little bit of a struggle, but everything, everything's good here. How about yours?
It's been a tough week. Chelsea played during the week, more struggle. They won barely, but they got a red card, so that's not good, not exciting, but
It's
we'll take the
normal.
win.
It's normal for Chelsea, yeah. So red card AFC, baby.
Nah, chill, chill.
How
This
many red? Yeah,
was
I think Chelsea have more red cards than any team, all the teams combined in the EPL. To be honest,
it's
it's,
possible.
it's not common. I haven't seen that people get red card, but when I watch Chelsea, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, this one was unfortunate. So, but let's get into it, man. Let's start with Premier League action for this weekend, and we start with Manchester United. Uh,
Mhm.
they're
Big man.
yeah, they're in good form and they're playing well. They're scoring goals. Amorim seems like his tactics is working.
I don't know if it's the tactics or the players are getting into form, to be honest. That's what I would say. The
They still
players
have to.
are I
They,
don't I don't I don't really see how the tactics work, to be honest.
I
I
mean,
ju-
the
I ju-
three
I
four three or 3-5-2 or whatever formation is playing, 3-5
yeah.
4 whatever formation is playing, it's working.
Yeah, but
It seems like it all started from the goalkeeper.
oh yeah. Shout out to Lemons or Lamines or
Yeah.
wherever he came from, right? When you thought about Manchester United, you was thinking about which goalkeeper was gonna mess up. But now You know, that guy, it seemed like he came and you don't even notice him. And that's how your keeper should be. You shouldn't even notice him. So that means he's doing his job and he's doing a wonderful job, to be honest.
He's making saves, he's making very good saves.
Yeah, and the good thing is they're winning. It helps when you're winning. You
Yeah.
know, every now and then you might make a mistake, but he hasn't made, you know, any like
Noticeable mistakes.
noticeable mistake, to be honest. And also he's winning, so that helps. And the fans are not talking about the goalkeeper. So I mean, next year when Onana comes back, man, I don't know what they're going to do with.
No, I think Onana is done. I think he's gone because
Oh yeah,
they're gonna have to sell him in the summer or something. 'Cause I don't think he
man.
wants to come back and be number two. I don't think Amorim wants him either. So,
I don't think the Manchester fans want him.
I mean, he went to Turkey and is giving an assist, playing like a center back instead of a goalkeeper. He's doing great things outside and away from Manchester. So I guess it's a
Yeah.
win-win for everybody to just part ways. But uh, yeah,
And what if what if he ends up at Chelsea?
I highly doubt it. Guys, they Chelsea have too many goalkeepers, and they like to go young. So for him
Yeah,
to go to Chelsea, it's not possible. It's not possible.
got you.
They have about 7 goalkeepers.
7. But Sanchez is the best one out of all of them.
Ah, I
Him
got
too, man. He has his moments, but actually
yeah,
this year since the Club World Cup, yeah, I think he had like one
yeah,
noticeable accident for that red card. But other than that, he's
yeah. I
been
think
solid.
he's been good. It's
Yeah.
just the defense is the one that's messing up and leaking goals. So,
Yeah.
but outside of that, they've been solid. But Manchester United away to Forest, they're going to City grounds. What do you think?
United is in Forest. You want to blame the owner, but the grass is not always greener on the other side. He thought he was doing the right thing, and now the club is. They went from being well, they're still in Europe, but it looks like they're heading for relegation at this point. And it's the same players, but it seems like somebody disturbed something there, so
Yeah,
uh, going good for them. And now they have Sean Dyche, who is means your team is not doing well if you hire somebody like that.
That's true, but seems like Sean Dyche should bring some sort of organization because looking at how his teams play in the past, they're pretty organized. So at minimum, they'll do the basics really well. Which
Gotcha.
we didn't have that with Ange. Ange was just open, fluid football
You
with
know the worst thing about NJC, I'm not a millionaire or billionaire, and I know I wouldn't hire him to coach my team. But yet, you know,
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not a bad coach, right? But he's not an elite coach. The thing with Ange is he's more like he's a very offensive coach that if you give him the right players, he can do a job.
no, I disagree with
But
that.
if he but the thing is if you give him players that you need to coach, that's a problem. Like let's say if you put Ange at Real Madrid, he will do a fine job because the defenders are really good. They're solid. They they know what to do. They are fast. They're smart. They can move around, right? The forwards, they're very quick. Midfield, very quick. Very smart individuals. He like a team like Real Madrid or PSG. They don't need coaching. They just
Yeah,
little bit tweaks here and there, and they're good to go. That's Ange because
yeah,
he can coach. He can do both sides. Can just do little tweaks here and there, and he'll be fine. Whereas some coaches, like let's say Sean Dyche, he'll do the basics really well. He'll coach. Enrique will coach. Maresca will coach. Arteta will coach. You know, so that's the difference between him and the other coaches. He needs to get
uh,
finished products so that he can do a job.
yeah. I think you're giving him too much credit then because he can't coach, to be honest, and his tactics is just too offensive. So I understand like he needs a superior team so they can, but then I'm just saying he's not gonna get there. I mean, he did well at Celtic, obviously, but there's only two good teams. So if you have the better players, of course you're gonna do well. But
Yeah.
and it's not and really, it's the players. So, but we can move on from there, man.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that, and then the next game should be Wolves, who are heading downhill away to Fulham.
Hmm. Yeah, I
And
think Wolves will get relegated this year. It seemed like it happened overnight, but they got rid of Cunha, and I don't even know one good player from that team, to be honest.
they're all pretty average.
Yeah,
And I think Star Larson is also struggling. I feel like he should have moved in the summer. So,
yeah, too
but
late one.
he signed a new contract. He's tied for a long time. So I think Fulham will get a better of them. Crystal Palace taking on Brentford at home.
It's an interesting game. Brentford has been doing good, so maybe a draw, but it's an interesting game. Uh,
Really?
yeah,
Well,
Brentford has a nice, solid team. They replaced in Burma and Lisa. They got like this guy Thiago, who's a force of nature. They got that Quattoro guy, and and shit. What's that other guy named Shad?
Shade.
Shade, yeah. So those two boys, they've been doing their thing. And Brentford have been giving people problems.
That's
You
true.
know,
They just
yeah,
been.
and Crystal Palace is Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has won a lot of respect from the last year, so
I
can
mean,
never
they've
doubt.
been the Premier League champs for 3 times this season already, or four.
Yeah,
In all their meetings, they've been in Liverpool. So
yeah. I mean, it is what it
I
is.
think 3 times. Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
in 3 times already, and so I feel like Palace will have the upper hand on this one. Um, Burnley, Arsenal. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Uh,
Set piece FC, corner kick for the win, 1-0.
a little
That's
block.
the that's the that's the Arsenal playbook now.
Uh,
Corner, 1-0, shut everything down. Game over. They score. So
what do you think? You think they're gonna win the league at this point?
it's for up to them, man. To be honest, they have everything. They're not even the strikers not even scoring and they are winning. So it doesn't seem like they need anybody. Everything is there. The defense is solid, goalkeeper solid, midfield solid. They seem to have the best fullbacks in the league at the moment, defensively. And then you have Saka, who can, produce a bit of magic as well. So they have everything to win the league, and they're in good form. They started off the season, only one loss to Liverpool from a sober slide wonder free kick. So if you think about it, every game they've done what they're supposed to do.
I mean, they're doing the bare minimum really well.
Yeah, but no, it's like a method, and it seems like they found that method that works for them. And defensively, bro, it's hard to get anything from them. And then when you know how they're gonna beat you, and you can't do anything. So it's like,
I
you
mean,
know,
looking at Arsenal, shouldn't you want more from Arsenal? Like, as an Arsenal fan, besides winning, wouldn't you want your team to be playing fluid football, not packing the bus when you score, like all those things, like a top team should do? I don't think any top team from last season or seasons past will be packing the bus when they score. Like Arsenal just packs it in. They just like, we close
eh,
up and we're done.
if it's working, it's working, bro.
I
Don't
mean,
stop.
obviously it's
Don't
working. You
stop.
consider only 3 goals
Yeah,
in 9 games, which is crazy. But as an Arsenal fan, besides the
no,
fact that you're winning,
no, no,
shouldn't
no,
you
no.
want your team to be playing good, beautiful football?
As a fan, and especially as an Arsenal fan, I don't think they care too much about how they're winning. As
Or
long
just
as
the trophy that they're chasing now.
sorry,
At this point, they're just chasing the trophy.
the trophy is down. It's up to them, to be honest. I don't. It seems all the challenges are already dropped out. So it's Sunderland and Man U that are even in the top four. So at the moment, all I can tell you is I don't see you out dropping points. Even when the major players in the past, when the players got injured, they had struggles, but they have, you know, brought new players. Eze scored the last goal. They didn't have them. So, everything that they did is working. The people they bought, they are doing stuff. And, their defense seems to have gone to another level. Saliba got injured. This Mosquera guy comes in, and there's no drop off. Skelly's not even playing, and he was on the England national team last year. And then you have Timbers, who's on another level too, man. The boy's like a brick, And then you have Ben White even on the bench now. Ben White is not even playing and he's not starting. So if you look at the team, bro, they've gone to another level. And how they win, um, most fans don't care about how you win unless you're like Barcelona, even like Real Madrid at this point. They were under Zabi. Sometimes they close shop. They're not looking. They score 1-2 and that's it. They're not looking to kill off games.
I mean,
Well, the only team that really plays like that, to be honest, like PSG and Barca, offensively because of the high line and they're open and
and
also
Bayern.
Bayern. But other than that, no team really plays like tiki taka, expensive football like that. And especially in EPL where it's like everything is so physical. Nah, because Arsenal in the past they used to play with small boys and they used to try to play like Barca, and that thing doesn't work in EPL.
Hmm.
EPL, you have to be robust. You need good defense, solid defense. Even Liverpool when they had Mane, Salah, Firmino. What's his name was at the back. and they were holding up Trent and Robertson and Van Dijk were at the back holding it down. So it wasn't like, we need good defense. And right now, uh, Arsenal is the best defensive team in the world, to be honest.
Well, I can't dispute that, and I'm a Chelsea fan. So big ups to Arteta and the recruitment team for building that monstrous defensive team. But yeah, hopefully something works out for them this season. They win an FA Cup or something because
No, no, no. I think this season they're gonna win the league. So
hey,
who
I'm
else is gonna?
optimistic for Chelsea, man. But
Huh?
hey, we don't play
Win the
for
league?
Chelsea. Yeah, bro.
No,
We
no. Yeah, better
as
chance of getting 100 red cards than winning the league.
as much as we've been inconsistent this season, Chelsea has
Hey,
Chelsea's
okay.
only 8 points away.
There's
Okay.
nothing about Chelsea that says they can win the league, to be
No,
honest.
but
If I'm looking at a team and visualizing, okay, this team has potential to win the league and they're dominant, I don't see anything about Chelsea that says they can win the league, to be
no, but
honest.
it only takes them to be on a good run, let's say between now and the end of December, to
We'll
make up
see.
those
You
points.
you guys even win your last game
Uh, believe so.
in the league.
Actually, I
But
think we did. Actually, we didn't. It was Sunderland. We lost to
come
Sunderland.
on, Sunderland is the number 2 in the league. So Sunderland have better chance than you guys. If we're looking
Yeah,
at the
but
table and we're
no.
looking to head to head,
But
might even be,
let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, right? How long will Sunderland be up there?
hey man, if they can keep their players free from injury, you know, right now they have the motion, they have motivation, and they're defeating giants. One of the players, they asked him, "Do you know where you are in the league?" And this fool said, "Fourth, fifth." They said
Mm,
second. He was shocked. He never even dreamed they could be second.
right.
So one thing is, it's also about the coach. So you see, the coach is doing something
Yeah, but
good.
also injuries will set in. That Christmas
Yeah,
schedule is
yeah, yeah.
crazy. So, how long
Well, I
they are
wouldn't.
not used to it, so they might not survive that. If they do, big ups to them. They deserve a spot up there. But
what I can say is they're not going to be demoted. That's for sure.
I mean, for sure, that's for sure. This
Yeah,
season, they are more,
they're gonna stay.
yeah, they are worse teams than Sunderland. Let's say that.
Let's see.
Even the promoted teams, actually. Um, Wolves is pretty bad. West Ham is equally the same. And Forest, depending on what Sean Dice
Yeah,
does, they might even go. So Burnley, Leeds, and Sunderland, you're kind of safe because they've been pretty consistent, stringing results here and there, bring some upsets, so they are fine. But those three at the bottom are not doing so well.
yeah, it's
Even
gonna be interesting.
even
Very,
Fulham is not doing so well. But
yeah.
so I think those three guys will be fine for the first time in a while. But yeah, but for top four or even the league right now, I feel like, and no on bias, my own biased opinion, I feel like Bournemouth can really push Arsenal, which was something that we did not expect.
What I would say with those teams, right, that don't have the big squad, that have that one, two star players that are doing or going above average, we have to wait till Christmas, to be honest. You know, the major thing is health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Arsenal, they've had injuries and they've been able to replace them. And you don't even know this. Odegaard has not been playing. Eze is playing. When Saka was not playing, Madueke was playing. Madueke is not even there now. People forgot Madueke had one game where he looked like a star.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
he's injured now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, because of the amount of money Arsenal have been able to spend on recruitment and things, um, that's what makes the big difference between like your city, even Chelsea, compared to Sunderland and Bournemouth. Bournemouth, to be honest, there's this one kid. He's been scoring goals the past 2 games named Krupi.
Yeah, they just got
I,
him from our hands. Yeah.
I don't even know if that's sustainable. You see, we don't even know him. We never heard about him. Let's
I
see
didn't
him.
know who he was. I didn't
And
know they signed him until he scored.
he scored 2 goals next game, 1 goal. And so is this even sustainable, you know? So it's one of those things where it seems like they're in good form and the team is in high spirits. So well, we'll see. When everybody gets into a great form, that's when we'll see like who's really at the top. But I mean you have to start out good. And right now the team that started out the best is us. So,
Yeah. And even Spurs, they are lurking there. They have like Thomas Frank, even though they are rated with injuries, they're still competing up there.
yeah, Spurs are an interesting team. Shout out to Kudus. He's been having I guess, a good season out there. Uh, and also when it seems like his transfer from West Ham really, affected West Ham. People really see the value of him, but when you look at West Ham, it's just Bowen. Other than
Yeah.
that, Paqueta.
Yeah.
The rest of them, oh
Uh,
my God,
Running loss. Yeah.
they be playing some striker. Even this the old striker, Calcium, what's his name? Wilson.
Callum Wilson.
Wilson. That guy is so he's
Honestly, I don't know why he left Newcastle because
ready to I think he think in his mind he think he can still play. When they tell you leave soccer before it leaves you, he didn't get it, bro.
with Callum Wilson, I don't know why he left, knowing that Isak is leaving. Like, if Isak,
No, oh
you were
no,
automatically the leading striker.
no. The coach told him, he already knows. If a coach doesn't like you or doesn't like the won't use you, you already know. So there's no point in sticking around because when you also play on a team, you want the coach to, you know, vibe with you, push your energy.
I mean, yeah,
Now, if I've been there the whole year and you ain't play, and now somebody's leaving, you want to play me, what the last say? And they were gonna buy another striker. You're gonna buy another striker regardless. So it was never gonna start.
but I feel like it would be easier to
He was never
play.
gonna be a star. No,
No,
it's
like,
not.
think about it. If, let's say, Nick came in, he's not performing. I mean,
Even at, even at West Ham, he's not a starter.
of
We
course,
don't
West Ham,
say
he's not gonna be a star. Especially when Bowen is around, you're not gonna be a
not,
star.
not saying he's a starter.
Oh, even that.
Yeah, so if you're not
West
starting,
Ham, he has a chance because
if you're
Fulcrum
not
is not
starting
performing.
what? No, he should go to. He actually should go to Saudi Arabia and chop money.
I
Just
mean, that would
he's
be
done.
easy.
Done his time. He was the main striker for a while, but now the time has passed him. So
Yeah,
make him. Yeah,
and yeah, yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
so I'm guessing Arsenal will take all 3 points this weekend. No upsets.
And Burnley, come on, 1-0. Just say 1-0. Also, corner
Like
kick.
what, at 0.5.
Oh yeah, under 2.5. Man. And if you see anything for us, under 2.5, Arsenal too.
Next up, we have Brighton taking on Leeds.
Hmm. Yeah, this one will be an interesting game. Should be an open game as well. Brighton's always an exciting team. They have exciting wingers. The recruitment is amazing. Every year, they bring somebody new, somebody leaves. Specifically to Chelsea, they just replace him, and the Chelsea will come back like times three. Uh,
I mean, we should find the good stuff. Hey, someone gonna pay more for it.
that's true.
You know,
Yeah, Leeds,
get down
Leeds,
from
is-
the.
Leeds is nice. They have some exciting players. And then depending on like who they play, they tend to try to play. So that's nice and refreshing to see. Obviously, the talent is not high, but They put up a good fight regardless. But Brighton should beat them. Are
Okay.
they playing at home for Brighton?
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
makes yeah.
For those new teams that come up, it seems like home field is a big factor. When they're home, they seem to be able to do better. And when they're away, it just never works really.
Early in row, I mean, Leeds, the fans is they're really good. They're like the energy in that stadium is crazy. So,
Mhm.
they kind of playing like a player up when they play at home.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the game of the day, it's Spurs against Chelsea. Spurs at home.
could be a tie to be honest. Um,
Spurs have a
both
lot of
teams.
injuries,
I think Chelsea has some injuries as well with your main players. Maybe
but they have a big squad, so I think they should be fine either way. Hmm.
yeah, but the thing with maybe it should be interesting. If Kudos is available, uh, and that Spurs are able to play their style of play, it could bother Chelsea. But obviously, Chelsea is the more talented team. But like I said, Chelsea also kind of can cause their own problems.
Yeah.
So you never really know, to be honest.
Those three at the back, I don't know. Between Tosin and Chalobah and Sanchez, I don't know.
Yeah, those seem to be looks
Yep.
bad on
Hmm.
one situation. He seems to have a lot of trouble. And some of the defenders, man, like the last game,
Mhm.
ah, they were just watching the guy. There's like two defenders in the box watching one guy, and then the guy just stopped and waited for versus the Sunderland goal. And I'm like, why is he just staring at the guy in the box? The guy was like just staring for like 5 seconds. Like that's you gotta do
And he
something.
didn't even, the thing is, he didn't even cut the passing lane.
No,
He
uh,
was just standing in like no man's
yeah,
land.
like Dawson, I think is good defender when it's like group defense, but individual defense, he seems to struggle. So
Yeah. I can see that the injury of Kobo has really impacted the defenders, especially the center backs, because
yeah, I think it's
he kind
a
of
big
controls, like, kind of the actual leader in that back line. Marshall's is really well, but it doesn't seem to be something that Tosin can do, or even Chalobah, even though on his day he's really good.
yeah, I think maybe they don't have good chemistry or they're similar type of players. Especially like with a center back, you usually want to have good chemistry where one person is like dominant at this and then another person is better at this. So then the two of you combined, it makes it like, great pairing like Saliba and what's the other guy? Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Uh yeah, so they're like they have different attributes, but together they're really strong.
Yeah,
Even like with Van Dijk this year, he seems to get it exposed a little bit, a lot, to be honest. But then you look at Konate, and Konate just making a lot of mistakes where you're
yeah,
like, at this level, you should have been, gotten better past all those little mistakes. So
yeah.
kind of make Dyke look bad too.
Yeah, it kind of I feel like it's contagious.
Yeah,
Once
this
person
this
start playing bad, and then it spreads to the other, and then, but
and also
uh,
you'll be out there like, trying to figure out how to help this person instead of just focusing on what you need to do. So
exactly.
one person can be a liability because they're not good at this and you need to help them with this. Now you're going outside your realm and that's gonna cause a lot of friction and stress too.
Yeah. And speaking about struggles with Liverpool, the next game for tomorrow is Liverpool versus Villa.
Hmm.
Liverpool have invested heavily in their squad, but
Yeah.
it's not working. They look like they have regressed
Um,
from last season.
yeah, I
And
think
the only noticeable player that they really lost is Trent. For that starting 11 is only Trent.
Yeah, but it's not just. I would say yes. So the noticeable, player that left is Trent. But what you notice is the chemistry is not there yet. Defensively, they're still trying to figure it out. Offensively, Salah has dropped off. Um, Gakpo has picked up his form, but also in the midfield, they seem to be struggling there, finding a balance with the whole words playing 10. And then also, he's not found his form or he's not gotten his confidence for the league. But I think it shows how difficult it is to bring all these talented players, even like with Real Madrid and the Galacticos, if you don't have the right players, it disturbs the team chemistry. And I think that's what Liverpool is basically going through at the moment. There's definitely a lack of chemistry and cohesion, and it's starting from the back. And then Allison is not there as well. So some of the mistakes that he could cover up for, he's not there. And remarkably, I think he got injured from a save because Konate made a mistake.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's a chemistry thing and finding the right, I say, formation for everybody he wants to fit in. Because it's like sports, you gotta play, but you're not producing. So and if you take him out, it kind of looks bad. So the coach has to figure it out. This is where Slot needs to earn his money, but it's a bad start. It's definitely a bad start.
Yeah. So now this begs the question: Is slots on fraud watch at this point? Because
No, no, no,
no, hold on.
no.
Looking at how he won the league last season, it wasn't his team. It was the
Yeah,
same team that Klopp had. He just came in, did a few tweaks here and there. They didn't really sign anybody last summer. I think they
yes,
only signed with Chiesa, and that's about it. And then, you know, that's it. They signed him. They went about it. He even got injured, so it wasn't really noticeable, you know. And then they just went about steamed out the whole everybody in the league and then won. Easy peasy.
yes, yes.
Same
Uh,
team with more money invested and they can't seem to function anymore.
yeah, I would say no because he's won the league, so he's a Premier League.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it's not with his team.
he's
And
a
when he got his
regardless,
players,
regardless, he's a Premier League championship coach. So it's not like he's gonna be on watch or gonna feel like his job is threatened or anything like that. And Liverpool doesn't, they don't work like that. Um, yeah, Liverpool generally don't fire the coach. I mean, Klopp literally just left. The guy before that, I think, yeah, like a couple of good seasons, and they didn't really win anything, and then they moved on from him eventually. But Liverpool is not the type of club like we demand success, or I think they appreciate what he's already done for the club.
no,
Because don't forget,
if you
don't forget, Liverpool's not like a Premier League winning uh team like that. It's just recently that they've kind of gotten back to like that status. So uh, I think you're overreacting, and also the time that the coach has to work with all these players. Yes, you can say it's his job, but it's still it takes time, especially when you have all these talented players. And right now, Isak is injured, so he never really got informed. Like Etike is doing this thing, Gakpo's doing this thing, and also like Salah has dropped off. To be honest, I mean,
true, true.
yeah, so that's a big dip. And then Words has not really kicked on, and it is real like when you move to a new club all these things are settling, kind of does make a difference. So maybe in a year's time you'll be ready, to be honest. Well, maybe in mid-season you'll catch form, but the talent is there. It's just sometimes as a coach, you can't really force people to do well. You can motivate them, obviously, but The people, the players have to do it. Yeah, like the Man U thing. You're talking about like the system is working. I'm like the players just look better, and they're doing better. And Burgos looks better. Nunez looking better. Fernand is looking better. Even Casemiro, for God's sake. And Sesko is oddly scoring goals. Just out of nowhere, to be honest. So yeah, it's time.
With Liverpool being 6 losses in 7, and the only win being in Europe, if that trend goes on, can they be like, well, we got to change something. We got to do something about this.
No, I don't think so.
So even if they lose 15 in a row in the league,
Well, these are hypotheticals, my friend. It's very unlikely that Liverpool will lose 15 in a row. So we can leave the hypothetical questions for another day, but I just really don't see them falling that, down. So
okay. And then for Sunday, we had West Ham Newcastle. We already know how that's gonna go. Sunderland Everton, pretty tight game, I believe. You know,
did Everton beat City? Who beat City?
it was Villa Big City.
Villa, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Everton, I
then
don't know about them.
the only tough game for the City on Sunday is City against Bournemouth. That should be a good game.
Yeah,
Um,
we should be talking about Pep like this is the second year now his team is struggling. So are we gonna fire?
no, meaning Pep has status. You know, as
Oh,
bad as
Slot,
he can
that
be, as bad as he
Slot,
could be.
Slot doesn't have status.
No, he just came.
He just came. He just won the league on his first year. That's how you get aura. That status, my guy.
Plus, he just came.
He did something that most coaches can't even do in 20 years.
Well, that's true. But
Mm.
um, yeah. But who do you think? Who do you have? City or Bournemouth to wrap up? Who do you have?
Yeah, Bournemouth is in better form. City have Haaland, so you have to factor that. But I mean, probably a draw at best, but I can see Bournemouth winning.
Okay. Well, guys, that's all we have for today. Rich said Bournemouth going to take one win away from City. So yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys again next time. Peace.